Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading for November 11th through the 17th. We have some really interesting energy coming out for you guys for this week. The overall energy, okay, the overall energy is the record keeper card. Okay, so this is talking about your divine path. This is talk about shared learning, wisdom from the elders, right? Wisdom from the angels, wisdom from the ancestors, right? This is the card of higher ways of being, right? This is very interesting. It's definitely going to be a week of learning, okay? A week of learning, um, and a week of sharing that wisdom also, which is funny because Libra just had sharing the wisdom card. So it's all about that, that balance of give and take, but there's going to be some really, really new knowledge that comes in for you this week for sure. Okay. So you start off here. All right. In the tarot with the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing. Okay, she's earth energy. She's very nurturing. So she's got her pentacle, but look how well she's taking care of it. Okay, but she's also very practical, and she's about security, right? So that's one of, which is so awesome. It's one of the ways you are feeling, okay? You're feeling that this week. You're feeling very nurturing, very practical, very down to earth, feeling secure. And then I thought it was very interesting because right next to her came out the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is about warmth and caring, but also determination and growth and inspiration. So it's those energies together. Think about it: nurturing and warmth, practical but determined, growth but security with inspiration. That is your energy this week. And that is such a positive energy to be in. It's really positive. I want to think of the word that I want to use. It's strong, right? It's strong, but very caring at the same time. So I kind of love the energy that you're in. Okay, I love the energy that you are in. Now, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. So the Two of Wands in reverse for this is, I feel like you had a decision. Okay, I feel like you had a decision and you made it. Okay, and you made the right one. So I don't know, because there's so many of you out there, Scorpio, but if there was a decision that you had to make, I feel like it was a pretty good one, pretty good size decision for you, or that you are currently going to make. You are going to make the right one. But I get the feeling of that balance, right? That balance that we were talking about of, I'm going to be practical in this matter, but I'm going to be determined to make it work. And I feel like it was a pretty good decision in your life, meaning it wasn't, maybe it is major, maybe it is. But I feel like it wasn't just a simple decision either, not a smaller one. I feel like this has a pretty good effect on your life here. So I think that if you haven't made it already, you're going to, and you're going to make the right one here. We have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords look, the Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck. That is, incoming action, right? That is like, I'm taking action, I'm moving forward. So I feel like, yes, you've made this decision. You've made a very good decision, balancing between the practical and, that determination, right? And you made the right decision, and you're moving with it. You are moving with it. It's good, fast-paced energy here. And then you have the Death card in reverse. So this is very much about personal transformation. This, whatever you're doing, whatever you've decided upon is really personally transforming you. It's a big change, right? Maybe it's a big change in the way you're thinking, the way you're processing, a new perspective on things. It's good. It's very good. Personal transformation is good. And then I love this. I love this. You have the High Priestess. Okay, so that's that wisdom, right? She holds the secret knowledge. She holds the secret knowledge, right? And she's sharing it with you. That's you. That's you getting that knowledge, right? Now, this can come in many forms. Okay, so we have her crown here, which speaks all about intuition. It could be coming to you intuitively, right? This is a major arcana card, so it absolutely could be. You could be reading something where it comes to you. It could be from an elder, somebody wiser in your family, somebody that you know that's been through a lot. But there is definitely some divine wisdom that is coming through, okay? Some sacred knowledge is coming through, and this is leading you right on your divine path, okay? That's why this card is talking about this. This is the blueprints, the Ashkas records, right, of your soul. So it's leading you absolutely in the right direction. It's very powerful reading. It's very straightforward, right? And then you have the Hermit in reverse. So I feel like maybe you went into a little bit of isolation with this, some withdrawal, which is good, okay? You had to go away from everybody to kind of think and meditate on this and what am I going to do and what is the best route for me. But you're not staying there. You just went inside to kind of balance it out and find the answer. Then you have the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is prioritizing, right? You went in, right? You went within. Decision to make, right? Decision to make, and you prioritize what was important to you, but not just in that logical sense. What makes sense for your heart, right? What makes sense for your soul. So I like that. I mean, I really do. This is so nice. I mean, it's just all sorts of goodness here. And then you have the World card. So there's a completion of a cycle. You've learned the lesson, that you were meant to learn, maybe a karmic lesson, just a lesson that was repeating itself over and over. And you finally learned that lesson, right? We repeat the same cycle over and over until we learn the lesson that the universe wants us to learn. So if you're dating that same person, but they have a different name, right? That's a lesson. That's just one example. So you've learned from that, you've gained the sacred knowledge, and you're completing that cycle, and you're moving into a brand new, more beautiful cycle. So I love this, okay? And then, we have even more queens, lots of queens energies. So here's the thing about queens for me, okay? Queens are... queens are like behind the scenes doing the work, right? They're behind the scenes doing the work. Kings are out in front, right? They're out in front. The queens aren't behind the scenes. So I really feel like you're in this queen energy because you're doing this work. And you're not out boasting about it. You're just doing what you need to do. So I really like that. You're just figuring it out, making it work. And the Queen of Swords here is about very, very much being independent, right? Doesn't mean she doesn't have people, but she's independent. She's going to go, she's going to do, she's going to work. So it's like these three queens got together and said, okay, let's take the best of our abilities, our talents, and let's put them together. And that's what I feel like you've done. And she's also about direct communication. So now, right, now that you have it all together, you have everything set in your head and the decision you've made, now you have this very clear communication with anybody that's, in your path, which is good. It's not bad. It's nice and clear. It's not mean. It's just clear. And look at where all this is taking you is the Nine of Cups, right? This is you being gracious to the universe, right? Saying thank you for the wisdom that you've given me. This is you being satisfied with the decision you've made. This is the wish come true card. So whatever wish, big or small, it is coming true this week, right? I don't think we just have one wish, guys. We have multiple wishes, right? And this is coming true. It doesn't have to be huge, right? It doesn't have to be this huge grand wish, but whatever it is, it's coming true. And what this ultimately has led to, which I absolutely love, is the Five of Cups in reverse. No more feeling of lack, okay? No more feeling lack of love. No more feeling lack of money, especially with it being Pentacles. This is recovery, right? This is recovery, especially. Yes, it can, and mostly would be recovery from some sort of financial loss that you might have had. But listen, it's a general reading, so it can be a recovery from, love lost. It can be a lot of different kinds of recovery. But I love that because that's healing, right? That's healing. And then we go to the bottom of the deck, Scorpio. In the bottom of the deck, you have, this Six of Cups. This is beautiful because this is joy. This is talking about that balance that you have with these queens here, right? You have this great balance of being able to, this is on the nurture and the warmth side, right? Nurturing, being warm, but saving a cup for you, okay? This is joy. Giving joy, but making sure you keep your joy too in the same process. And right next to it, right, we just talked about that balance, right? The balance, the giving, she's giving, but she's keeping some for herself. The balance here, this is putting you in such beautiful balance, right? It's very, very nice energy. Very kind of confident, but definitely not cocky. And then you have the Tower, which is, this is a big change for you. This is a big change, right? Personal transformation, end of cycle, new cycle coming in, an awakening, right? This is definitely talking about awakening, receiving that knowledge, that sacred knowledge, no matter what form it comes in. I mean, this is just nothing but good change. You really are progressing forward very nicely. And then we have the tea leaf cards, right? And I like this because you have the Throne. This is the position of authority, okay? So this is like your Queen of Swords energy here. But it's not, again, it's not, a lot of times we say position authority and we just think of these stern, older, people. No, this is wise, okay? This is you being wise, being clear, getting the knowledge, right? That type of authority, okay? Completely different from how we tend to use that word. Then you have the Bird Perch card. You're waiting for news, a package, a letter regarding this. So maybe you went for a promotion. You're waiting to hear if you got it, but it could be so many different things. So you're waiting for this news to come in. However, I tend to go a little bit more like, well, here, this is the wisdom, the knowledge that's the news that you're looking for, and it's coming right here this week. So I tend to think of this more on a spiritual level, meaning, you're going to receive that spiritual wisdom, but it can come in many forms, guys. It doesn't always mean go meditate and wait for answers. Sometimes it comes from people. It comes from somebody older than you that has been through life that just happens to tell a story about their life. And you're like, oh, I see that. Oh, okay. Wow, that's good information to have. It could be overhearing a conversation while you're standing in line at the grocery store, right? So I don't feel like this is, something... No, I certainly don't feel like it's physical, like it's a package, but it could be. Maybe you ordered a book and you're waiting for that book to get to you, right? And the book is you're supposed to read it because there's that knowledge in there. I could go on. There's so many different ways, right? But that is really, for me, Spirit's telling me that's about this divine wisdom. And look at, ultimately, I love this. You have the Sun card. This, whatever this is that you have done, that you have made this decision, that you went inside a little bit, right? It's the right one, because you have happiness, right? And you have well-being. You have, I'm just going to move this over here, right? The wish come true. The wish come true card. So I love this. What a strong, powerful, calm, all at the same time reading for you, Scorpio. It's going to, it's going to be a good month for you. We already know that. But it's definitely going to be a very good week for you also. Let me know how this resonates with you in the comments, guys. And then don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. That lets YouTube know that this is of value to you. And don't forget to click that little bell. That tells you when I've uploaded a new video. So, Scorpio, with that being said, share that knowledge. Share that knowledge.